Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I really don't know if you can take a guess and tell me where I am right now. Just a quick guess. You can look at the back. If you've traveled along this road, you can definitely tell, Pamela, you are in this city, or rather you are in this town, or rather you are in this country. You can look from, that one can tell you where I am. I'm actually in Tanzania, and this is at a place called Tanga. And just arrived in Tanga, and I want to see how Tanga looks like, because for quite some time people have been complaining that Pam, you only do videos about Dar es Salaam. You need to come to Tanzania, go to Tanga. I mean, Dar es Salaam is not Tanzania. Tanzania it's big, Tanzania it's big. So I'm not doing this video alone. This is my rider here who is going to take me around, and he says he's not comfortable. You know, kuna ule mazoea ya kuongea Kiswahili. Tanzanians know English, but kuna ule mazoea ya kuongea Kiswahili. Sio? Karibu sana kwenye channel yangu.
Asante. Mimi naitwa Steven Michael Joseph.
Steven Michael Joseph.
Ndio.
Nieleze, mbona Kiswahili sana kwenu?
Kiswahili kwetu sisi, kulingana na kwamba kipindi cha nyuma sana,
naongea kwa sauti tafadhali.
Kipindi cha nyuma sana ilitokea kwamba unajua watoto wengi huku tunasoma shule hizi za chini ambazo za kimsingi. Kwa hiyo yani mpaka wengine wamepelekwa kwenye mabodi ambao makubwa.
Ndio.
Lakini tuko tofauti.
Mko tofauti hapa. So Kiswahili mbona kitukuzi huku Tanzania? Mbona watu wakatai kuongea Kizungu, mazoea? Nasikia Nyerere likataa hayo mambo kabisa. Okay, so according to my rider, he says, like of today, when children go to school, they are taught in English, they are taught in Kiswahili, but Kiswahili is commonly used here. And I remember at some point he told me that sometimes during Nyerere era, he refused the language of English to be commonly used inside here, and that is why Kiswahili is commonly used. So, welcome to Tanga Tanzania. Welcome to Tanga Tanzania. And what I want us to do, I would like us to go all the way to the city center. Yeah, there's a city center right here in Tanga. So, going that direction, that is all the way to Lunga border into Kenya, and towards the back, that is going to take you all the way to Dar es Salaam. So let us go that direction. Let us see how the town looks like. So if you're that person who loves to travel to Dar using the Mombasa Lunga road, you must be familiar with this stage we just took off. That is where most of the buses stop. Buses to Dar es Salaam, that is where they do stop. Actually, it is the first stop if you're coming from Lunga border. Yeah. So in today's video, we are just riding around Tanga. I have just passed this region, but I've never stepped foot in this area. So let me see what it has to offer, okay? So Tanga, what about Tanga, or rather in Kiswahili, Jiji la Tanga? It is a historic city and the capital of Tanga region. The city is the most northerly port city of Tanzania to the west of the Indian Ocean on Tanga Bay. The city has a population of 393,429,000. That is according to 2022 census, and it is governed by the Tanga City Council. The city is also home to the port of Tanga. The name Tanga means sail. That is in Swahili. Tanga. The city is also the capital of Tanga district. Now, one thing I've noted about the Tanga, actually, it has a lot of similarities to Mombasa, that is in Kenya. What I'm talking about, it is the climate. And I think it is due to close proximity to the equator and the warm Indian Ocean. Remember, the city experiences tropical climatic conditions similar to all Tanzanian coastal cities. The city experiences hot and humid weather throughout much of the year. It has a tropical, wet and dry climate. How about that? Kenyans in the house? Does that sound familiar, especially for people who are in Mombasa or rather the coastal region in Kenya? And by the way, there's a lot of history that is associated with Tanga. Remember, when you go to Mombasa, there's a lot of history when it comes to colonialism, or rather slavery. That is the same thing that happened right here in Tanga. Now, the first communities that called Tanga home were the Digo people and the Swahili states of the 11th to 16th centuries. However, the earliest documentations about Tanga comes from the Portuguese. During their disruption of the previous trading links, Tanga settlement remained a small trading post for the colonialists during their occupation of the East African coast for 2,000 years, between 1500 and 1700, when they were ousted. Hey! The town continued to act as a trading port for ivory and slaves under the Sultan's rule. Wow, there's a lot of history in Tanga. I think I need to explore more of this city, or rather this town. But at least I'm here. I'm here, so I got to know. They say amani huleta haki na usawa wa binadamu. Maybe you can tell me, unaweza nieleza hiki ni cha nini? What is it all about?
Kwa hiki hapa, siwezi kaeleza kwamba ila ni kama kitopu.
At the center. The center. So guys, I'm told actually this is the center of Tanga. Right here. So if you go left, you go right, you go back, this is the central point. Okay. I think guys, you've seen it most of the time. So what we are going to do, we proceed with our tour of Tanga. Remember, I'm in Tanzania, and quite interesting. When I was just coming in, it has really rained. Mvua imenyesha kweli. Mvua imenyesha mpaka nashindwa ala kunaendaje. Now, when I talk about history in this town of Tanga, remember in the 19th century, growing interest by Europeans for the scramble for Africa brought the Germans to Tanga. The Germans bought the coastal strip of mainland Tanzania from the Sultan of Zanzibar. That was in 1891. This takeover designated Tanga into a township and was the first establishment in Germany, East Africa. The town became the center of German colonial administration before establishment of Dar es Salaam in the early 20th century. If you want to see how Dar es Salaam city looks like, you can definitely go back to my videos and you'll know how this city looks like. Now, Tanga was chosen in 1889 as a military post of German East Africa, and it became a district office in 1891. The town saw rapid expansion and planned growth under the German occupation. A tram line was built in the city for domestic transport, and a port was also built for exports. Wow, that is quite something. Now, in 1896, the construction of the Usambara Railway began and was extended to Moshi by 1912. Roads, bridges, and the railway enabled industrial growth in the region, and many buildings and bridges that are still in operation today in the town are from the way before. As we continue to ride in Tanga town, you can actually tell we got some new buildings. We also got some old buildings. Now in Tanga, there is also a port. The port is historically the oldest operating harbour in the nation, and its roots date back to the 6th century. Wow, I almost said 16th. 6th, Sita. The port of Tanga is the second largest port in Tanzania, and it is a vital part to the city's initial development in the economy. The port operates at 90% of its installed capacity, and its main cargo is coal for the cement industry, and is a new gateway for crude oil products. Wololo. Okay, so Tanga is the starting point of the narrow gauge Northern Railway network that ends in Arusha. Construction of this line was started in the 19th century by the Germans. In 2018, the government of Tanzania invested 5.7 billion Tanzania shillings to rehabilitate the line. So guys, if you are in Tanga, you can let me know some of the places I can go visit. Actually, I'm told this is the central point. Remember, we just came from this side. We've gone round and round, and we are still going round and round. Tanga. I remember some time back, people were like, okay, Pam, you are so used to Dar es Salaam. You need to make a trip to other parts of Tanzania. So I have started the journey. And by the way, if you feel like you can support my channel, you can go to the description box. You're going to find my Kenya number there. You can also find my Tanzanian number. So if my content resonates with you, you can support this channel. So we continue to ride along the streets of Tanga. Now this is the offices for the Tanzania Railway Corporation right here in Tanzania, the one that I just talked about. Something that was started way back many years ago. Some of us were not even sure, or no existence per se. So if you need to get into a Tanzania Railway, that is the meter gauge railway. By the way, I saw it in the news. That was yesterday. I think right now they've added more days, like a day to the routes. I think that is to cater for the Christmas festivities. They really want people to travel within the country to go visit their people, visit their family, and all that, just to enjoy the Christmas holiday. So to the right, that is, I'm told that is the market. Soko la nguo. Soko la nguo, sio? Soko la nguo to my right here in Tanga. So if you're in Tanga and you need to buy some clothes, this is where you need to go. Or rather, this is where you need to come to get yourself a few stuff. So I'm told this is Pangani Road. Pangani Road. I really don't know. In Kenya, we also got a Pangani Road. So I really don't know why the name Pangani. I think I need to find out why we got a Pangani in Tanzania. But anyway, you know, we are brothers here. Tanzania, Kenya, we're just the same. Apart from, it's just Tanzania, nothing more. The languages. Remember, I told you by the time I was coming into Tanzania, where? I'm going to tell you my experience when I was coming into this area using the public service vehicle. Remember, from Ukunda, I took a shuttle. I think they sold us like 3 times. From Ukunda to Msambweni, and then from Msambweni, I don't know to where, and then from Msambweni to the border. Oh my God, that was crazy. So I'm told, now back to the video, I'm told this is a matatu stage. In Tanzania, they call it, what's the name? Stage ya magari hapa. Hizi magari they call them, what is the name? Jina la magari.
Stendi ya zamani.
Stendi ya zamani, it's called stendi ya zamani. And then daladala. Yeah, daladala is the name I was looking for. So remember, I'm still with Steve, my rider here. So stage ya zamani, if you are to go to Dar es Salaam by then using the buses, this used to be the main stage. I thought you should know. But right now I don't know. Those matatus, I think the ones that are in this stage, I think they just ply the normal routes within Tanga town. So, cause you saw like the last time I was going to Dar es Salaam, or rather where we started this video, most of the time if you are in a bus, let's say classic bus, you are using, which other bus is this? I've forgotten the name. Tamid, that is where most of them stop to drop passengers and also to pick passengers. So we're still going round and round Tanga. I'm telling you, this is one of the towns I've really had an interest to visit. And remember guys, if this is your first time, yeah, that is the exit. If this is your first time to bump into this channel, kindly consider to subscribe, like, and also share this video. You are telling me something? We are still in the stage, is it? Stage ya zamani. Ya magari za kwenda da. That should be the word.
Kwenda da. Daladala mjini.
Daladala. Lakini kwa sahi inatumika sana sana na daladala za mjini. Because the ones for Dar es Salaam, they just pita na uko. They don't get into this stage. Okay, so let's go on a brief commercial break. Some music. So guys, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. If this is your first time to bump into this channel, kindly consider to subscribe, like, and also share this video. We are just about to end. There's a roundabout ahead, and this is a major roundabout right here in Tanga. So if you're that person who's been visiting Dar es Salaam and you're using the Lunga Lunga road, this roundabout, you should be knowing it. This one, this specific, because most of the buses, they have to go around this roundabout for them to proceed to Dar es Salaam without now entering Tanga. All right? Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye for now. You can also leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Tanga. Okay? Bye.